We've been spending some time talking about the situation in Israel. For those who have not heard, they've updated the death toll in Israel now. You know, we spoke to the Israeli ambassador delegate or delegate ambassador just at around 3 o'clock. He was quoting 700 to 800. We now, CNN has confirmed that number of Israelis killed has now risen above 900. And I mean, again, this has gone from when this first started. We thought when you first saw those reports on Saturday morning of 100 or 200 people, you were like, oh my God, I can't believe it. It's at 900 now and counting. Sharon Brand is a Montrealer who lives in Tel Aviv. I understand she is, I'm not sure if she's in a bomb shelter now, but has been back and forth throughout the day today because there have been rockets fired at Tel Aviv today. Sharon, first of all, thank you so much for being here. Where are you right now?
Thank you. I'm currently in Tel Aviv. I'm in my apartment, so, staying on high alert.
What's it been like so far today?
So today was actually pretty quiet, thankfully, but since Saturday, 6 a.m. Israel time, we've been kind of in and out of shelters, and we've just been stuck and glued to the news to just, make sure that everything is, I don't even have the right words. It's been awful what's been happening. It's an actual nightmare, but we're just staying on high alert.
So you've been watching there in Tel Aviv, where it's not been obviously anywhere near as serious as it has been in those Israeli border towns, although I did hear today, again, maybe you can correct me, that rockets had been fired at Tel Aviv, obviously intercepted by the Iron Dome. Is that what you heard? Were there incidents today in Tel Aviv?
So that was Saturday and Sunday. Today we heard explosions kind of in the background, and we've been hearing them since Saturday. But
Okay.
Today there was no sirens. They were there in Jerusalem and more in the south, but not directly right now in Tel Aviv.
I would ask what it's obvious. It's in a sense, it's kind of weird. I mean, we sit here, you watch coverage on CNN all weekend long. Israel is not a big country to begin with, and you're sitting and watching what was happening on Saturday, not where you are, but not that far from where you are. What was your reaction when you were seeing this, and what were other people with you doing?
Yeah, so it's really a surreal feeling. I feel like the trauma will really stay in me. It's the first time as a Canadian, citizen that I'm experiencing this also. So it's really something that you need to be here to really understand it. There's all the emotions like fear and sadness and anger and all of it. And when you're outside and you hear a siren and you have to run for your life to go into a bunker, and you have a minute to do it, because in Tel Aviv it's a minute and a half that you have. In the south it's only 15 seconds. So you still are grateful that you have a minute. So it's pretty scary, but very different also than when you hear it on the news, because I was also on that other side where I was listening to it on the news, but now I'm really out here experiencing it.
I wonder too. People say if you live in Israel, you're so used to hearing these sirens go off from time to time that, it's just a matter of you pick up, you run in, then you run out and everything is over. And that's, of course, not what happened on Saturday and Sunday. So when you first heard that shelter go off, knowing what was going on in other places, were you more concerned than you might have been any other time?
Right. So, yes, because right now this was not planned at all. There was no tension rising specifically. So it just, it was a surprise attack. So no one knew what would happen. It was also Shabbat, which is a religious, the day of rest here. So no phones, no cars, nothing happening. It was also a Jewish holiday that day, Simchat Torah, which it was, again, a religious holiday. And then it was also the 50th year of Yom Kippur War. So this was just, not planned at all. We did not expect it. So definitely, yes.
What are you hearing now from the government in terms of trying to leave the country or trying to contact people who may be missing or you don't know where they are? What's the latest on that from what you've heard?
So from what I've heard, there's one Canadian right now that is that was taken hostage from the music festival where the Hamas terrorists, invaded and took over. Air Canada flights are all canceled, so I'm trying to kind of stay put right now here and try to find a solution to come back with Israeli Airlines. I know the Canadian, government right now is also sending out those messages for any Canadian citizen being here to come back. I'm also Israeli. I came here in January and I got the citizenship, so I'm very proud of that. But I'm also thinking of going back home now.
So you left Montreal to go to Israel with the idea of becoming a full-time citizen and living there?
Yes.
And now you've done that, but now you're thinking of coming home, obviously because of what's going on. Does that mean you won't be going back, or you just want to get out of the country for the time being?
Right now, I want to get out of the country for the time being, but now that I have the citizenship, I can always come back. But we don't know how long this is gonna
Right.
take, and we don't know how long this is gonna roll out for. So, my family's in Canada, and that's why I'm thinking of going back right now.
Do you have other people, friends from Canada as well, that are part of a group, of a network down there?
Yes, a lot. Taking Hebrew classes, and there's a lot of Canadian friends there. I also have a lot of just Canadian friends who I studied with that are here. So we have a big community here, but a lot of, I see the support from Montreal, from all the friends there that I have. So it's been really nice to, see that people are really checking in and all that. But yes, there's a lot of Canadians here.
So you said Canadians, a lot of Montrealers as well, or not so many?
Yes, from Montreal and Toronto, a lot.
And so you've obviously spoken to them. How are they feeling right now?
They're very, I don't have the words because we're all very shocked and traumatized. Honestly, it's very traumatizing, and I think that when you go back afterwards to a country like Canada, which is so calm and so peaceful, you can only be grateful. So what we are talking about every day, actually, between ourselves, is how lucky everyone is right now in Canada to just be, going out to the supermarket without having the fear of, is there a terrorist on the loose? Or, it's little things like this that we are thinking about, which is crazy.
You said you'd like to come home, and I understand obviously a lot of people there having to go through this are thinking, this is not the place I want to be right now, and we don't know how long this is going to go on. Have you tried to book airfare? I understand because you mentioned Air Canada, but we're told as well that other airlines are not flying in Aura. There's basically a freeze on Israeli airspace. Is that the case? Like, what happened when you try to find out if you could get out?
So there's only the Israeli airline right now that's operating. It's called El Al. There's also some smaller flights going in and out, but they're going to Greece and other places. There's a lot of people that do want to stay here out of solidarity. And I feel the guilt also leaving because I would want to stay here. There's other circumstances where I was planning on also just going back to Canada right now for a bit. But, everyone is also very torn between, do I want to stay and be here and spend with my people, or do I want to leave and be in a safer place?
And are you seeing, we heard reports earlier on, now obviously with so many people, the list of dead have gone up yet again. Is everybody pitching in to do whatever they can? Are you seeing that now?
Everyone is coming together to make packages for the soldiers. All the restaurants have mobilized everything to prepare food. They're giving out things in the street. It's the unity, the solidarity is so incredible to see, and it's so beautiful, and it's really powerful. You don't see that every day. I haven't seen it like this with my own eyes, so it's really something.
Sharon, I want to thank you, first of all, for coming on with us. I hope you stay safe. I hope everything is going to be okay and that you can come home when you need to come home. Thank you so much. And please.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Stay safe. All right. Sharon Brand, a Montrealer living in Tel Aviv. She's been there since January. Apparently a lot of Canadians as well that she knows, friends down there now. I found that fascinating, wasn't it, to say that you want to come home because of what's going on, but there's that sense of guilt of leaving now in the midst of all this when there's so much that has happened, right? And you want to just do whatever you can to help, but at the same time, you want to come home. Sense of guilt from trying to leave.